Hi everyone, in this video you'll learn about what a vague headline looks like and why you definitely shouldn't write one, the kind of copy that should go on the About page and not the home page, how to not waste a good testimonial, and a whole lot more. Stay tuned.
Alrighty then, so I chose these guys, Manilife Peanut Butter, because they look really tasty. I've seen their jars out and about London in various nice delicatessens and places like that. They're clearly a lot tastier than, I don't know, Skippy or something, or a supermarket home brand. So yeah, let's give these guys a bit of critique. First thing that pops up is this headline, this value proposition. We're on a mission to create a peanut butter that is enjoyed like no other. That doesn't really do anything. It seems quite generic. I think anyone who makes anything wants it to be enjoyed like no other. Certainly anyone who makes food. So this line, it needs to say what makes Manilife so awesome, what makes Manilife so tasty. So yeah, we'll get to how we improve it in a second. My second gripe, if we scroll down, is this bit of copy here. This is a note from the founder, Stu, and if you can't read it, it says, I'll just summarise, I am and will forever be immensely grateful to the hundreds of people who have helped make Manilife a reality. Blah, 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 blah. Manilife is more than just peanut butter, it's bringing people together. Now that's a very nice sentiment. I totally get behind that, but I don't think it should be on the homepage. And the whole point of a homepage is to make people is to get people excited about the product and go, oh my god, this is great. I must read on. I'm from stopping people bouncing, stopping people leaving. Now, I'm not saying that that's not a nice message, but the first thing that you've really got to convince people of is the amazing taste of Manilife, the amazing benefit of Manilife. Something like that, I think you can put on an About page. That's the kind of thing that someone is going to want to read after they've said, okay, this looks like a tasty brand of peanut butter. I will click around the site and continue. So I think that's kind of detracting from the main message that this website should be, this homepage should be saying. So those are my two main gripes about the homepage. Good things though. These testimonials along the top are great. I mean, you couldn't say better things about food, really. I mean, just to illustrate, oh whoops, that one's whizzed past. It's so delicious. It's really rich. It tastes different to normal peanut butter. Wait, there are better ones. After trying your peanut butter at a friend's house and subsequently stealing the whole jar, I felt I simply couldn't get it. These really need to stop. There we go. I could eat way too much just with a spoon. Like that alone. That is just the ultimate testimonial to what is good peanut butter. Like the customers are the best copywriter here. You know peanut butter's good when you can't help but stick a spoon in it and just eat it raw. So yeah, and there's something about forget the toast. Just eat it with a spoon, and then this family here, I'll summarise before it whizzes away. But that's actually a second gripe. These are moving far too quickly to read, but we'll get to how we'd improve things in a second. That other testimonial was saying how addicted their family was. So yeah, they're saying great things about the product. The second thing that's awesome is they've got some great great trust here. Brands like M&S, Ocado, Holland and Barrett. For those of you watching who aren't in the UK, places like M&S and Ocado, like to some people, they're practically a religion. M&S is practically a religion to some people in the UK. My mother loves them. So just having those on your site is gold. But we can do a bit better with that, and I will get to that in a second. So how can we improve it? Okay, firstly, the value proposition. Let's get specific and descriptive. Why should people choose Manulife? Skippy is nice and cheap, we all know it. Tesco own brand, that's cheap. You put it on your toast, it works. Why should I spend? I mean, this is quite expensive as well. I think I saw it was £4. I won't click through it, but it's something like, you know, £4.50 a jar, which in dollars, that's right now, that's about $6. $6 a jar. And, you know, that's a lot to spend on peanut butter. So you've really got to convince people that this is enjoyed like no other, not just say we're on a mission to create peanut butter that's enjoyed like no other. So, I mean, the best line, I think, is going to come from the customers. You know, if I were working on this page, if this was a client of mine, I would interview some Manulife customers, get them to describe what makes Manulife so awesome, and something amazing will come out, which it already has in the testimonials. So a quick little starter would be writing something like this. Now here's something that I just typed up quickly, and this is borrowing from the testimonials. But if we say something like, we make peanut butter so addictive and rich you'll want to eat it straight out the jar, or maybe peanut butter so rich and delicious it'll ruin normal peanut butter for you. That's immediately more specific and enticing, I think, than just we make peanut butter that you will enjoy like no other. When you're specific, it sounds more believable. You know, it's when people are trying to think about it. When people are trying to lie, they'll often be vague. But if you say, so also that also conjures up quite a lovely image that a lot of people can relate to. So, of course, better lines are almost definitely out there, and that will come through good interviews with customers. But something like that is a good little starter. Now, secondly, what I'd suggest is we could make those let me just get rid of this. We could make those testimonials work a little bit harder. You see, they're quite small up there. You know, the testimonials are the best thing about this page, really. So I would make those testimonials take up, at least a third more space. I'd stop them whizzing past so quickly as well. You can't read them all. If they came down to about here, and just sort of faded up slowly so people could read them, then people will less likely to miss them, and the page will seem a lot more enticing. Now, thirdly, I'd also move these guys. I'd move them above the fold. I'd move them so that they're just here. I've got a little mock-up that I'll show you in a second. So I'd move them above the fold. So you've got the testimonials and these guys, the stockists. You have them as soon as you land on the page, and immediately you're like, oh my god, people think this is tasty. Reputable companies want to sell this. I must scroll down. And then thirdly, Stu. Now, Stu, I think you've created a very nice sentiment here, but I think something like that could be on the about page. I'd want to test a version of this homepage just without that section at all, without this whole white section. But if we were going to have a message from Stu, I would want. sorry, I would want to have you actually talking about the product. So you could say something like, does a good peanut butter sandwich make you go weak at the knees? Does the thought of supermarket own brand sound like cardboard-esque sludge? The answer, if the answer to both of those is you bet your sweet nuts yes, then Manor Life was made just for you. I mean, something like that. That's just a quick and dirty start of a 10. But if you're going to give a little note from the founder, let's keep it about the product. Let's keep it. I would keep that copy, directed at getting people excited about how awesome your product tastes. Because if I've never seen Manor Life before, if I know nothing about it, and I'm on this page and I'm thinking, is this something that I may or may not want to buy? The first thing, the only thing that I'm really going to be concerned about is how it tastes. So talk about how it tastes a little bit more, and then you're building a great community, and I've checked out the about page, and it looks awesome. But that's the kind of thing that people would like once they have decided that they're interested in tasting the product. So I said I had a little mock-up of how I'd improve this. Just give me a second, I'll get it up. Yeah, so what I've done is, as mentioned, I've moved these guys up a bit so they're above the fold. You can see, I'll just move my face out of the way. You can see, that you can see that Manor Life are legit just by seeing the names attached to them. And this, some may say this is a little bit of a wild move, but I almost don't think that this site actually needs a value proposition. It just that you can have the testimonials as the value proposition. Clearly, it's peanut butter. You've got photos of the peanut butter there, and you could even put, just to be on the safe side, Manor Life peanut butter. And then, if someone lands on this page and the first thing they read is something like, "Oh my God, this stuff is amazing. I could eat way too much just with a spoon," those words are probably some of the most enticing words you could say about your product. That is more enticing than any value proposition that a copywriter could probably come up with. That's amazing. So the product doesn't need explaining, unlike a lot of products that need a value proposition to say, we are blah blah blah, we do this, here's how we do it, whatever, this is why we're special. You can just chuck that up there, I think. So yeah, that's how I'd improve this homepage. Those are the main things that jump out, main things that are working, main things that aren't. Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you liked that video and found it useful. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and even if you didn't, hit it anyway. Every little helps. Also, let me know what you thought in the comments below. Did you like that critique? Did you hate it? Agree, disagree? Either way, I'd love to know your thoughts. And finally, if you'd like your page to feature on my channel, or you'd like to work with me on your web or landing page copy, feel free to get in contact. My email is just below in the video description. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you real soon.